Thank you. Mr. Rosendale, you're recognized for any amendments you care to speak to.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, and I thank the committee for allowing us to come in and present our amendments to you today. I submitted 4 amendments for the fiscal year 24 Military Construction, Veterans Affairs, and Related Agencies Appropriations Act. However, I would just like to focus on 2 in particular. My first amendment, number 14, would prohibit the use of funds made available by this act from being used to enforce any COVID-19 mask mandates. I didn't think that we were going to have to discuss this in this meeting, but unfortunately, there are still Veterans Administration's facilities that are mandating masks be used. Our country sends our young men and women overseas for long periods of time, away from their family and friends, at great risk to their physical safety. When they come home and become veterans, the VA doesn't always provide them with the care they deserve, and that is unacceptable, just because someone was walking in not wearing a mask. I've heard from numerous veterans in my district that have been denied care over their unwillingness to wear masks, to supposedly provide protection for a pandemic that has long since been declared over, and a method that was declared ineffective. Denying a veteran medical care over a personal decision is outrageous. We owe it to care for our nation's heroes to provide them with the best possible care, not stigmatize them over masking decisions. The VA did loosen its COVID-19 masking requirements recently, but they left too much discretion to unelected bureaucrats to make those decisions about how it will actually be implemented. The pandemic has long been over, and it's time to end all the COVID-19 mandates. My second amendment, number 15, would reduce funding for the Veterans Electronic Health Record subaccount by $5 million and increases the funding for the grants for construction of state extended care facilities by $5 million. This would be a wise investment, especially considering that we were able to claw back roughly $400 million from the failed Oracle EHR program. The increase in funds for the grants for construction of state extended care facilities would allow for more funds to go towards state extended care facilities, like the Southwest Montana Veterans Home. This is a perfect example of where community, state, federal, and private individuals work together to build a facility to care for our veterans. The land on that site was actually gifted from a family. If the Southwest Montana Veterans Home were to receive $5 million, they would be able to build their 6th cottage. That 6th cottage would allow 12 additional veterans to receive care. That is a big deal in Montana. It's a bigger deal in Southwest Montana, and there's a lot of other folks around the country that could take advantage of these same types of programs. There is currently a wait list of over 35 people, showing that there is a great need for the additional cottage. Each cottage is designed to be very home-like for these veterans, with private bedrooms, a bathroom, central kitchen, dining, living rooms. Investing in the cottages to serve more veterans is a prime example of what a successful use of federal money actually does look like. Instead of doling out money to Oracle Cerner, we should use these resources to provide world-class treatments to our veterans. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I yield back.
Thank you. I was remiss not to note we have the entire Montana delegation here, so and I'd